Score-ohjelman yhteistyössä mukana Viaplay, Viasat, Sony, Matkapörssi, Electronic Arts, EA, Jack & Jones ja PlayStation.
Gamescomissa pelaajat saa tutustua tulevan kauden uusiin peleihin. Tässä on yksi varma hitti.
My name is Phil Robb and co-founder and creative director at Turtle Rock Studios. I went to school for graphic design. I spent 5 years in graphic design school figuring out that I didn't really like graphic design. When I got out of school, I just kind of sent my resume out all over the place to various design jobs and was having a really hard time landing, I guess, a job that I'd like. And I found a tiny little ad in the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. And it basically just said, looking for artists interested in science fiction and fantasy at plus. So I took a bunch of pages out of my sketchbook and I photocopied them and sent them. And then I didn't hear from them for months. And I continued going on a bunch of kind of uninspiring interviews for graphic design jobs that didn't want to pay me anything and wanted me to work 12 hours a day. And one day I get a call from this guy, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we want you to come in, for an interview." And I'm like, "Well, what do you guys do?" And I believe he said something like, "Oh, we create, interactive entertainment software." I'm like, "Oh, you make video games?" I'm like, "Well, yeah." So I went into the interview, and they gave me the job there on the spot. And that's sort of how I stumbled into games. Doesn't really happen that way anymore. Evolve is sort of the game. It's been around for a while. It's actually an idea that predates Left 4 Dead, which is the game that we did before this. And it's basically just a very simple idea. It's my business partner Chris and I just sort of sitting around and saying, "Hey, what kind of experiences do we want to have?" And most of the time, it's like, why hasn't anyone given us this experience before? And in this case, it was, wouldn't it be fun, if we, and a bunch of our friends could hunt down and fight this giant monster, right? And I was sort of going from there. Well, like, I could understand if it was like a lion, something that would attack you back if you messed up. And then that sort of just snowballed into, well, got lots of ideas for DLC. I mean, one of the things about this game that's great is it's very compartmentalized, it's very modular. So it's easy for us to, I don't want to say easy, relatively easy for us to come up with new ideas and put them in later on, We've got a lot of ideas. Obviously, we never have enough time to do all the ideas that we have. So that makes for great DLC, stuff further down the line.
Score-ohjelman yhteistyössä mukana Viaplay, Viasat, Sony, Matkapörssi, Electronic Arts, EA, Jack & Jones ja PlayStation.